Welcome back. Now it's time for Forum Daily's weekly crypto and digital asset update with Bobby Del Rio, host of the Daily Drop. All yours, Bobby.
Thank you, Nima. Okay, so 2023 has actually started way hotter than expected. If we remember at the end of 2022, lots of doom and gloom. Everybody was very depressed over FTX, all of the contagion that started in the spring with the Luna Terra collapse. But out of the gate, January has been on fire. Bitcoin and basically every single cryptocurrency is up 20, 30% in some cases. Some cryptocurrencies are up 400%. Now, is this sustainable? This is hard to say. But definitely there has been a risk-on environment inexplicably, and it's still happening. So definitely now's the time. If you haven't checked into your exchange, for 6 months, maybe check in and see what's going on because it could be a good time to invest. Speaking of investments, it looks like Amazon has finally made their first big move into the blockchain publicly, and they've invested in Avalanche. Now, Avalanche is a pretty well-known blockchain, but it's not up there, it's sort of like Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's not as well-known, but it's about to get really well-known. So Amazon Web Services and Avalanche are working together to scale businesses and governments. This is like a tremendous opportunity for Avalanche and also for Amazon. Avalanche does a really interesting thing where they have these things called subnets. So you have to think of their blockchain like a big umbrella, and then they have sort of smaller umbrellas under the bigger umbrella, which is very useful if you think about businesses. So Avalanche and AWS are going to work together to help businesses essentially create their own Web3 ecosystems, right? Their own blockchain communities. And if you think about AWS's market share, this is a tremendous opportunity, and you definitely want to be paying attention to Avalanche right now. Speaking of paying attention, the venture capitalists don't seem to be paying attention right now because the climate is really, really bad. So VCs are not investing really in anything blockchain right now. Tech investment is also down. I do expect these things to go up, especially if the risk-on environment is sustainable. But right now, it's a very difficult time for a Web3 or a blockchain or a crypto company, even a tech company, to get investment. So it's definitely something that's going to affect the space because you need money. And speaking of the tech space, the thing that's going to change the whole world and probably already has started is ChatGPT. So for anyone who doesn't know what that is, and generative AI, Microsoft has just put, I think it's $10 billion into investing into this latest iteration of ChatGPT. ChatGPT is going to change the entire game for content moderation, for intellect as monetary value, which sounds very intense, but this is an AI tool that is passing tests for like bar exams, for law, to get into MBA programs, any sort of like intellectual aptitude test, ChatGPT can pass. And this is just ChatGPT version 3. ChatGPT 4 is coming out, and I'm actually going to be doing a show on the Daily Drop. We're bringing back Tiarn Hawkins, and we're going to talk about how ChatGPT and blockchain technology are really just disrupting the entire world. And this is a trend that is only going to increase. With that said, when we're talking about trends, we're talking about the economy. It's still very uncertain, right? We've got the bears and the bulls. They've never gotten along, and they're not getting along now. No one's quite sure what to expect. Certainly, from a crypto perspective, 2023 has started off very positively, but that does not mean it's going to be sustainable. So be careful. Everything could drop off a cliff immediately. But at the same time, crypto is so volatile, it could also go the other way. And we could be at the beginning of a bull run, which is very exciting. But tread carefully, be cautious. Everything is uncertain, but everything is also possible. So that's the update. Over to you, Nima.
Always great to have you. Thanks for that, Bobby. Again, that was Bobby Del Rio, host of The Daily Drop. It airs on Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, only on the News Forum Network. All right, stay with us. Forum Daily will be right back after the break. And coming up, we're going to have to take a look at the major news stories and headlines from around the world, of course, so stay tuned. Forum Daily will be right back shortly.